Yar! I be Richard Tycho. Yar! Welcome, everybody. Yeah, he was weaker on one side than the other. A little bit of joking around in the chat here. Welcome, everybody, to Tuesday Pawnda Swiss tournament. This week, I decided to mix it up. We've been doing a lot of arenas every week. So, to make those people happy, who prefer, obviously, not to play arena, yeah, we'll do a Swiss. I don't agree with Richard Teichmann's assessment that chess is 99% tactics, but that is a very well-known quote. TFS, we've got time. We're good. Thank you for reminding me repeatedly. Yep. I still don't have any money to register with, but that's cool. What we do, but it's not in my bank account at the moment. All right. We will get registered for the World Senior before September 15th. Trying to figure out how to do it. All right. Pawnda end of summer. 6 rounds, rapid, casual, Swiss. There's a new player, Levi Ackerman, Jan Hersky, Schumacher. Richard just arrived. The ever serious Error 404 Not Sound and Astrobate. Richard Brenton in the house with 5 gift subs. Thank you for starting the week in a positive way. We got the Munchies, Daruk, Levi Ackerman, Boy Purgatory, and Nimza Rhino. I think I've seen Nimza Rhino before. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. Thank you for the gift subs. Not a believer in that. So what's we got a weather warning here of very serious thunderstorms. It keeps like threatening to rain, so it's 100 degrees in my office Fahrenheit. I can't open the window, so I'm like suffocating, sweating. If I open the window, it'll immediately start to rain. It's like Murphy's Law. So I'm just waiting it out and waiting it out in the heat here, drinking my iced coffee. It's almost unbearable, but I'd have the door open, thankfully. If the window was open, I'd be all right. But with window closed, potentially like torrential rain, there's no Sharknadoes. That's right. How did you know? We don't get a lot of Sharknadoes here. No, I'm not interested in woodpeckers. I'm not a big believer in repetition training and stuff like that. You know, I'm sure it's not going to hurt you, but I'm not a subscriber to that theory of training. I know of it. So what's up, guys? We got 8 minutes till the tournament starts. 8 minutes. We got 7 players. We need more players, so please join. I sent out invites. But this last couple weeks, I guess because of the summer, we've been really short on the simuls, short of players, period. Spike, no, what's his name? Oh, that's one of those. What is his name? It's a weird name. Woodpecker guy. Viral books. But because things are viral doesn't mean they're great, I don't know. I have my own theories about chess. I don't really jump on the bandwagon. Chess, there's no easy way to get better at chess. You have to work hard. I'm sure that woodpecking is useful, but it's probably not my preferred methodology. All right. I would tell you, but I have to kill you, you know? It's all top secret. Can't reveal. All right, guys. I never kill and tell, you know. Your secret is safe with me. So come on, we have 7 players. We need more players. Let's do this. We got a Swiss. It's not an arena. It's a Swiss. We need at least 8 players. Come on, Mr. Coffee. Shockey will not play. He'll just like stand there. Guys, I'm not used to streaming. We did the simul on Sunday. Then I took a day off. Yesterday I had to go shopping. Yeah. Not only that, I did work on a chess video, and you can see the temperature here. It's 100 degrees Fahrenheit, 38 Celsius. I'm literally sweating with the fan pointed at me. I'm under threat of thunderstorms for like another hour or so. So I'm gonna try to just live with it for about an hour. Then we'll see if we can open the window. Did I tell you guys about the bat that came in Friday night? I had a bat in my office. That was fun. Up close and personal. It was like bring the zoo to you. You know, the zoo was in my office. The advantages of living in the on the roof. You are the second highest rated player. Congratulations. For now. Morales, are you joining us? Morales? Schumacher's dangerous. Morales is very dangerous if he joins. I was doing Swiss very rarely lately. I played a couple of 3-2 games today, but the opponents were very weak. It was casual and anonymous. But at least I played a couple games to get warmed up. Come on, guys. Shockey, somebody join. We need 8 players. Don't leave us here with 7. The quote is not suitable for Pawnda's tourney. Lol banned. All right, we got 8. 8. Don't anybody move. We're starting in 3 minutes. No odd numbers. Repunj Bansal. Swiss system, top 4, bottom 4. I would play Repunj Bansal. Repunj Cake. You were talking about the worst tourists and didn't say who. They're from Germany. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? TFS, where are you from? I don't think the Germans would even be in the top 10. What do you have against the Germans? Germans are actually quite polite for the most part. I was obviously talking about the UK. Anybody knows that. Shouting, drunken, singing football songs. Come on. I'm sure the Germans have football hooligans, but they're far more polite than the British ones. I mean, they're annoying people from everywhere, obviously. All right, Dip Blue has joined. Deep Blue with a high rapid rating. Chess Riddler has joined. So the field here has changed a bit. I'm now facing Schumacher in the first round. Not from Dartmoor, no. Dartmoor tourists are they're very refined. They all talk like Sherlock Holmes. All right. Can I survive an hour in the sauna here? You're threatening to join, but the threat is stronger than the execution. That's important to realize. Dip Blue has kind of weird ratings. They're 1959 in Blitz, but 2283 in Rapid. It's a massive, like 300-point differential. That's very high. A little inordinate, although they have a decent Chess 960 rating. Chess Riddler, the unpredictable. Elementary. Thank you for gifting 5 gift subs, Mr. Brenton. All right, guys. I don't know, man. I mean, I don't think these thunderstorms are hitting us. I'm looking at the map right now. You look at the Google like weather map or whatever, and it looks like I'm underneath like this massive thunderstorm, but there's no rain falling. Very strange. So, I mean, I don't know. We might just escape unscathed, as they say. All right, Morales. No Morales. 3, 2, 1. There's 12 players. No Morales. Yeah. He tricked us and joined the last possible second, calculating that he would play me. Oh, nice. Okay. No way I'm playing e4, e5. I want to play for a win. My Morales. No way I'm playing e4, e5. He's going to get really mad if I play like the Kraken. So I'll do the Sicilian. If I don't play a mainstream opening, he gets really angry. BIP, Morales. Now, as expected, knight c3. All right. So no, it's either at this point either e6 or g6. Probably e6. We'll stick to our guns. We've been doing this lately, but careful with the move order. All right. If I play knight c6, you know, he might go back to. He'll probably go back to an open Sicilian, I guess. But if I play, I don't think I've ever played this against him. d6. I used to do this in the old days. I was 2400. Too much information. Don't give your opponents too much information. Don't let them know how good you are. I'm like playing in a poker game, and then I have this friend who's always telling people how I'm like a professional chess player. I'm like, dude, can you not do that? Like, I don't want people to know I'm a good chess player when I'm playing it. Are you serious? You're gonna do that? We really don't need that, you know? Wow, Morales just... Okay. Skaveningen. I can't pronounce it right. I know. It's not important. The purpose of the statement is that information is an advantage, and whatever game you're playing, whether it's chess or poker, anything, don't give your opponents information. You know, don't telegraph your moves. Don't let them know how good you are, or how good you're not. Arthur Bisgeyer. Oh, you're curious attack expert. Wow, what a transition you've made from the closed Sicilian. The cube is back. It's back. The cube is back. Nice. Morales has made an amazing transformation from closed Sicilian to he has no idea how to play the carries attack. But there it is. Elvest has left the building. Elvest played it with black at the World Team Championship Senior against Simon Buckley. And all I know is that Buckley like got mated with white, like ugh. But somewhere in between like playing the carries attack and getting mated, Buckley had like a serious advantage. You don't see the carries attack that often, but I still gotta be careful with Elvest or players of his ilk. I once played white against Elvest, and I was very careful against him not to, do anything stupid. All right, bishop g2. That is a thing. I don't know if I've ever seen it played, specifically against h6, but Elvest has left the building. All right. Well, now what? A6. Najdorf. Curious attack. The best about Swiss IMO is that you don't play anyone twice. Well, that's one good point. I don't mind playing the same player twice, but the problem with arenas is sometimes it gets sort of silly because you end up playing the same person like 4 times and stuff. Now, bishop g2 followed by h4. Ah. It's a stutter step attack. Unexpected. You never know what to expect here from our hero. g6 is possible. So he's sneakily setting that up. Sneakles. h5, g5, knight g4. Don't know if I trust that. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. But Morales sure seems to be a real natural with the open Sicilian. His first curious attack of his entire life. Interesting. And I've played against it like thousands of times. So that's well, but I mean, your luck is that I never play h6. I just played it because it's the main line. So I don't really know the h6 lines, but they are supposed to be the best. So we're both out of book theoretically. I don't know. G6 doesn't feel right, but I didn't know what else to do. Possible that a6 was a mistake. Now, we trade rooks on h1, and the h file is anybody's guess. But I don't think I necessarily want to put my knight on h5, do I? Just to get hit by bishop f3. Seems sort of dumb. So I guess we go here. I was talking about this on my Simul on Sunday again. Yeah, Morales has the all or nothing mentality that I don't really understand. Where a lot of people have that, but I guess it might be a product of not playing OTB chess. You know, you guys who don't play OTB chess don't seem to have like an in between ground. Like you're always like playing all out for a win, and like over the board players kind of value their rating points. So I think that people tend to be more careful. I never really looked at it this way before. Thinking about it, I feel like the regular tournament players are much more practical in their approach. People like Morales and someone on Sound, and they're like good players who don't play OTB, and they don't really, they just go all out. I mean, every single game. All right, I don't know. It's a theory, but I feel like got nothing to lose here, right? Queen c7, knight c6. We got to develop our pieces at some point. I mean, Black's position seems very passive, but and congratulations on another cube, Chess Riddle. You got a cube in the middle again? The central cube. That's the key. Yeah, Queen e2, perfect move. Exactly perfect except for it loses a pawn. Exactly perfect. I'm gonna have to take that pawn. Exactly perfect. What could possibly go wrong? Well, it's a normal square for the queen, but this pawn is kind of important. I looked at knight d5. Morales obviously likes to play knight d5 in the Sicilian. But again, I think that we should try to play aggressively but controlled aggression. Check. Check on h4. But why? Why would I do such a thing? I need to get my bishop out. 95. With this move, I'm not developing my pieces. I'm going acerbate style. Check. Obviously. So you've gone kind of Simon Buckley here. Very Simon Buckley, Morales. Wow. I was wondering how Elvis did it, This is like what happened to Simon Buckley at the World Team Championship Seniors. He was just like, I came back to the board and it was like, the guy's king is like on D2 getting mated after 20 moves. Curious attack, not so easy. Take some finesse. Look, man, I mean, I have the same problem playing white. It's not easy to learn how to play the open Sicilian. And Morales is playing the closed all the time. I think he's gone a little too extreme. It's a massive transition. It's one thing to play a solid type of setup with G3. It's another thing to play the curious attack. You gotta know what you're doing. I had many very scary games. Right. Surprised he's not pre-moving here. Obviously. Threatening rook h1. Queen g5 check. Save that for next move. Bishop e7, rook h1, queen g5 check. F4, queen g3 check. Bishop f3. You're sick individual, man. Bishop e7, rook h1, queen g5 check. Queen g3 check. Bishop f3, knight g4 check. That looks pretty strong. This is an increment game, you know. You guys, please don't forget. Now, obviously, king d4. You get paid soon. If I ever make the video, haha. Okay. I'm waiting for my upfront payment now. No, I'm just kidding. I wasn't waiting for my upfront payment. Absolutely nothing to see here, folks. Totally normal. Totally normal situation. Well, it's not an arena, so he does, you know, it doesn't benefit him to resign. Check, king e7. Trade. His king is very safe now. He played well. Zen chess, good to know. You know, I honestly would have done it, except for the fact that it's like 100 degrees in my office and I have like no energy. Totally lethargic. I have like hundreds of boxes sitting in my apartment and I can't move them because I'm dying all the time. I have other excuses too. Right, Rouse. Hurry up. Got me. You got me. Boom. Oh, got me. Got me again. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Watch out. Watch out for the Morales. Queen side. His king is. Oh no. We played 539 games. Wonder if that's an all-time record. Let's see. I could just play king back. He's like crazy, man. He doesn't care that he's like totally lost. What a sense of optimism, you know? He literally doesn't care that he's completely lost. He's still playing for the win. I would say your problem is that you don't play enough strong players. I might be like the only one. Otherwise, you wouldn't be so aggressive. You need to get beat down. We need to beat down Morales. Beat him into a defensive posture. He's too big for his britches. If you constantly play stronger players, you're gonna play afraid. And if you're constantly playing weaker players, you're gonna play the opposite. You're gonna play like too aggressively, too overconfident. So I think optimally, Morales needs to face stronger opposition that will tone him down a little bit to not be quite so over the top aggressive. How'd you lose? Well, there's a lot of draws, and a lot of them are simul games. And he's a good player. That's how. There's one problem. There are problems with everything. EFS. Everything has problems. Just problems and problems and problems. Problems of problems. You deserve the draw here. I am so taking that pawn. Wow. This is interesting. I thought he was going to play e5 check there. I just played f6. Oh, look. I'm going to play f6 first. Objectively, maybe I should play f5. I guess he has unlimited waiting moves. He has unlimited waiting moves with his bishop. But still. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. He could have gotten that c5 move earlier. Ooh. A4? And what's wrong with A4? Somebody said something about the threat and the execution. Too many pawns. Wow. Back tournament. Okay. 3 minutes between rounds. If you need to go, then go. We've got a request to join the team from a player that has no games. Emilka, 4 years old. Yeah, get out of here. Get out of here. 4 years old. Sorry, the team rules are very clear. You have to have 100 games to join our team. 100 rated games to join our team. So I'm not banning him, blocking him or not admitting him because he's 4 years old. I just don't accept accounts, with less than 100 games. New accounts are not accepted. I can't count on those people. Okay. Schumacher, Sparkle Horse, Uber Driver, Chess Riddler, Ackerman, Persky, Sexac Draw, and Zen Chess and Stefano have points. Morales is leading the zeros. Leader of zeros. Rupun Bonsal, Brenton, Error 404, Asterbait, and Deep Blue. Deep Blue lost? Wow, Schumacher with the upset. Dangerous. Schumacher with the upset. Have you ever considered using an anime girl avatar for your camera? No, but that's very interesting. I'll give it some consideration. All right, Ben. There's no rain. I don't understand. One more round, and if there's no rain by the time the next round starts, I'm opening the window. It's still almost 100 degrees Fahrenheit in here. It's a very interesting suggestion. Critical. I will try to make your video, man. It's still on my list of things to do. You know how speedy I am, expedient, but it's just I had to move, and then it's like 100 degrees, and I don't feel like doing anything. Too many strong players in this tournament. What? What are you talking about? There's not enough strong players. My precision was 96%. That's good. Well, I played a couple of blitz games earlier today, so I'm not completely not warmed up. Sometimes I come to the stream house and I haven't played all day, and then that's usually the worst. But beating those noobs in 3+2, I saw you were on earlier too. I saw Morales was on. He was on playing warm-up games as well. All right. What about Zen Chess? Uh-oh. At least I got white against Chess Riddler. I should do like the C3, E5, C4 attack. All right, I don't know. I don't know what to expect from Chess Riddler. I don't remember now playing him with white. My memory isn't what it used to be. Guys, don't forget to donate. Support the World Senior trip in November. English. No E4. No E4. Only 96%. That sucks. I was hoping for better. I'm surprised I got that good. I'm sweating. It's 100 degrees in here. I'm buying my coffee. Interesting. F5. If I play E3, E5 transposes. It transposes, but I have D4. I'm going to play D4. Now you're playing a very strange vampire defense. Or the Clarendon Court I never met him, but Jonathan Levitt is like a British player. I am who played this thing called the Clarendon Court. You could play the Clarendon Court, but you have to, that's against D4, D4, D5, D4, C5, D5, F5. You play C5, right? But now the black position is it's a little sus. This pawn is kind of sus here. It's not really right, How bad is it? Well, it's not good. But I'm going to have to show 96%. Now, between 96 and 97% accuracy to punish Chess Riddler here. No, E4. It controls E4. How bad can it be? It's like a freaky Dutch. It's a Sicilian. It's a Sicilian Dutch. Dutch Sicilian. Dutchilian. It's a such. The such defense. All right. We'll play the obvious move. The obvious, the such, small center. Such is the small center. Nothing to see here, folks. If I win this game, I'm going to reward myself by opening the window. And hopefully a bat will fly in. Freaking weather report, man. Earlier in the day, there was nothing, Then all of a sudden, these, thunderstorms supposedly, arrived. It's all conspiracy theory. Wow. I'm not going to get, sucked into playing something wild and crazy, It's tempting to do, knight b5, knight g6, h4. But I think you got to take in consideration your opponent's style. Well, you don't got to, but you should, May I go to the bathroom? Can I go to the bathroom? They're different questions. Wow, bishop g5. So now we have a legit question. Bishop g5. Or knight b5. Black's position looks very dubious. Knight b5 would force practically knight g8. That move might not be that bad, though. Bishop g5. Bishop g7. I've got all kinds of moves here. Knight b5 or bishop g5. Which one? Which one? Bishop g5 is developing a piece. It also has knight takes d4, queen takes d4. I don't know, this move, it has a very serious sort of drawback that I'm not developing my pieces. Now, sack draw. None of this BS. But we want tournaments with the maximum number of strong players. I'm happy there's some good players this time. It's a very different format from the arena, so we can play better chess here. Ten viewers. I do this for the viewers. I don't care. You know, I wouldn't stream on chess.com if you paid me. Like, yeah, he found knight g8. All right, now c5 is interesting. That's probably bad. Bishop f4 is interesting. Very interesting. Kind of helped him out a little bit there, I feel. Feel it. Come on, guys. Bring your friends and family. Bishop f4, e5. There's always the bishop g5 type of move. That's kind of funny. Bishop g5 takes, knight c7 check, king moves. I mean, it's probably fine. That's the thing you can do in the Kalashnikov. It's unsound. Like bishop g5 here in a normal Kalashnikov position. But here it's like bishop g5 takes, knight c7 check. I am courting complications against the really kind of psycho player. And I don't have to. I don't have to. But I still kind of like this. Something on my computer screen. All right. Your precision was 96%. How do you know that? Precision is subjective. Morales. Don't believe the hype. Oops, I lost my bishop. See, now black has to make a decision. He doesn't have to go in for that. He didn't, in fact. Oh, man, he's in trouble. Check. 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 Black's position is quite bad. But I wouldn't resign, I guess, necessarily. Thanks everyone for joining us. Knight takes, check. Queen d2. Queen d2 is a very interesting move. I don't like that. Outside the box, please. What does it do? You know, threaten a random check. Anyway, we just want to connect our rooks, and the pawn's not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere, Wendy. Mr. Grady, how long have you been the caretaker here at the Overlook? Check. Yeah. Queen h6 check isn't made. It isn't made. but may yet be useful at some point. Black is pretty freaking paralyzed here. I think I could sack a piece with, like, something takes e4, probably. Be winning. Mr. Grady, what about your family? They had to be corrected. There was that guy on my my Cybo again. We just suddenly picked up a bunch of viewers. What happened? What was that? Was there a raid or something? All right. Weird. Yeah, I see that. The viewer count just jumped by 10 in 1 second. Now, someone needs to explain to me how that works. How does that work exactly? Viewer counts that just jump by double digits. How does that work without a raid? Bishop e6. Dude, we gotta kill him now. Before the time factor starts to count. I think for something. Knight d5. He could really use that square. I was talking about maybe sacking a piece. I mean, it's not absolutely necessary. I mean, it's definitely not necessary. Wow. All right. Preventing queen a5. It's the end of TT on and viewer search for other channels. TT. Yeah, don't say it. We don't say that out loud here. Mr. Coffee's he's been absent, and Nedlock's like, we never have a moderator anymore. I had no moderator. Sanchez, you're not a subscriber. Oh my god. Sanchez. Could you? How could you not be a subscriber? Wow. F4? Is this a good move? I guess I should play F3. It's all good. It's all good. Black's king is not safe. Yeah, maybe. Something like that. But it's still weird how you get a chunk of viewers. Like, how do I get a chunk of viewers from 10 to 25 in 1 second? I'm paranoid by nature, and I don't trust how, like, Twitch measures, like, views and stuff. It's not really in their interest to measure everything correctly. Should I grab another pawn at some point? Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on the queen d4 check. This was one of the ideas of b4. B4 was the first good move I played today. Chess Riddler is commentating. I didn't even realize. He's doing commentary while he plays. I was thinking today, Oh, I know what it was. Today I went shopping at the supermarket, and on the way home, it wasn't Portish. I moved back to my old apartment away from Portish, and there's this really annoying guy who's a chess player, and he's one of those guys who has to talk to everybody. He just makes small talk constantly, and it's like very fake and kind of nice, but after a while, you realize it's really nonsense, and you're just wasting your time, and he has to constantly do that. And usually he does it at tournaments when I'm like before my game, when I'm trying to like prepare myself mentally to play. He'll come up and distract you and start like talking about stuff when I just want to focus and concentrate. So the last couple times I saw him in a tournament, I just totally like I was very cold. I just didn't want to talk to him, and I was afraid he would see me today. I was like, I saw him on the street. I was like, oh God, there he is. Um, I went with the greedy approach here, going for the queen, but I have 94. Um, what's up with that? But anyway, you know that like when you see somebody who's, you know, I couldn't believe it. He was on my street. This guy. What? You have rook d4? No way. This has gone far enough. He was on my street, and there's this overpriced store that I try to avoid that sells like Western snacks at ridiculously high prices. Oh, that's the avatar. That's what you're talking about. That's cool. I like that. That's me. Overpriced. So he went to the overpriced store. I was like, you can buy like Takis for like $8 million and other things that you can't normally get, like products made in the United States. Let's say made in the USA. Why am I telling this story, you might ask? Well, I will tell you. I'm telling the story about the random guy who talks to me, and distracts me. The point is, Chess Riddle is like chatting, in the chat there while he's playing. The point is like you have to be concentrated. No chatting. You have to fully concentrate. You guys think I'm just ranting about random stuff, but believe it or not, my stories sometimes actually have a point. I'm trying to say that this chatting is distracting. It's a very distracting thing. And chess requires concentration. Okay, I'm doing it, but I'm a streamer. I'm doing this because this is what I do, and I'm trying to produce chess content here. But I mean, chess reelers should be focusing, not doing annotations in the chat. One day, the streamer forgets to activate his avatar, and the Wizard of Oz will be on stream. Booby bounce avatar. Is that what it's called? But it's like, is that a pentagram? Is it like satanic booby dance? Is it satanic? Satan worshipping booby dance? Whatever. I like the pentagram necklace or whatever. All right, children. I never thought the world would come to this. What kind of world do we live in? I'm gonna like ban my children from like watching TikTok videos. All right. This is not good, bro. It's over. There's another one. See, that's a sign you have too much free time, GM Smurfette. You probably have too much free time. And you've been watching too many TikTok videos. And eating too much Takis. Your kids are not allowed to use TikTok. No comment. He has more kids than the Telegram CEO, Durov, or whatever his name is. All right, let's go back. 2 games still ongoing. Wow, Saxon Draw versus Schumacher. Schumacher hard pressed. Oof. The queen ending, but black has fairly good king safety here. Oh my god, what did black just do? He played queen f3. Queen f3 is a weird move. Oh my god, there's a pawn on a7. Holy shit. Wow. That's a pawn on a7. Oh. Oh, whoa. It was invisible. Hey, do you guys think maybe the white pieces aren't white enough? Maybe it's just my board. You know, I need a different kind of board. I didn't see that one on a7. Oof. Yeah. Schumacher winning again. Another upset. Wow. 2-0. Double upset. Taking out 2 masters. And now Jeroen is here. Well, we do have a mod. They don't be shy, Jeroen, to say hi in the chat. I've got no Nedog, no Mr. Coffee. So we can use all the moderators. All hands on deck with this avatar, you know, pornographic avatars. We need content moderators. They're gonna arrest me in Paris pretty soon. Wow. Wow, Jeroen is close. Dip blue. The pawn is not going to go through so easily. But remember, white has increment, and he needs to use it well here. Jeroen, don't panic. This rook f4 looks like a decent move. But I really don't know if this is a win. I mean, you'd think like the chances would be very high of this being a win. But now material is getting a little bit closer. But that pawn is strong. I mean, can you allow white's king to get to like f7 here? Rook takes f. Well, I don't want to, you know, do spoilers too much. But I'm just saying, like, this looks pretty scary. Dip blue. Dip blue. Dip balloons. He can't push e7 yet. Bring Saxec draws, gifted a tier 1 sub to the Green Grocer. Long time no see. White could have played better, of course. Give that man a Nobel Prize. Is that the first like Serbian Nobel Prize in a while, or Bijak? But he's pressuring Jeroen on the clock, and Jeroen is, yeah, he was melting down on time. Now, we kind of understand why deep blue is 2283 at this point. Andrich got no bells. Okay. We can see why deep blue is 2283. He's good at flagging people. He's a flag pro. He was absolutely lost. He was in an absolutely lost end game with 3 minutes more on the clock. And White, of course, should have won. This is a theoretical draw. But, you know, if you ask Oleg Krivonosov, for example, he might not agree. I have my concerns now that we're lost. Is it lost? I think Yaruin is right on the borderline of lost here. Now, that might be a mistake. Probably not. Okay. So White is lost. Unbelievable. Or Yaruin. He was totally winning. The time, I hate to see the time players win, you know. I really do. But you guys have to remember that this is 5-second increment, and Yaruin didn't use his time optimally. He was like making moves, but he had like 15 seconds left. He could have thought, you know, another 10 seconds or whatever to try to find a better move. So it's a panicking kind of thing. You know, I do it too sometimes, especially if I'm tired. Panicking when it's not necessary to panic yet. You know, you've got enough time to demonstrate this theoretical draw. There's no way that White should have lost. I mean, so Rakya, the inventor of Rakya. Clock is not powerful in increment with 5 seconds, Smurfette. That's the point of this time control. The clock isn't the most powerful piece anymore. And you have to learn to make a differentiation between increment chess and sudden death. And they're very different things. And the problem was that Black had a completely lost position and 3 minutes to 30 seconds, but there's 5-second increment. You know, White should have won easily. You've got to put the position ahead of the clock. Why did Black just give up their pawn? What? What? What just happened? He gave up the pawn. So we got here, 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 here. I think he just spaced out. I don't know. Unless he felt bad for his opponent and gave him a draw on purpose. You're drinking plum. That's the best. Palinka. I'm hoping for some on the way. I've got an order on the way from Transylvania of homemade plum palinka. So, a classic. Classic. Yeah, if you're looking for actual chess, this is the place to come. But I never understand why the bullet players are drawn to my stream. We've got 31 viewers now. Where is everybody? No raids, right? No raids. Yeah, I learned chess with mechanical clocks too. You know, anybody remember those old digital clocks, like the 80s ones? Or 70s even? Alright. How much time do I have? 47 seconds to open the window. Tired of suffocating. Alright. I don't think these thunderstorms are happening. We're just like right on the outskirts on the map it looked like we're right in the middle of it, but in reality, like we didn't get like a drop. It'll probably start like pouring in water now. Murphy's Law. All right. Anyway. Oh, there's pretty strong wind outside. Okay, Zen chess. Oh no, that's my fan. I thought it was wind. All right, I opened the window and then I realized that's the fan. That's a pretty strong wind there. 12 seconds. I'm not going to play e4 yet. Don't feel like playing e4. It's too hot for e4. You're drinking some ginger green tea. Yeah, that stuff is dangerous though. Palinka, rakia, it's very dangerous. It's good, but it's very dangerous, very strong, and can give you a nasty, nasty ass hangover. So I drink it very sparingly, though. My father-in-law is like was a big lover, and he and his friends would make their own. Bullet in the pool. Mysterious. I love playing bullet in the pool. It gets real splashy though, you know. People not knock the clock in the water and stuff like that. Yeah. We can't do any more Catalans. I'm sorry. Catalans are sold out. Zen chess. What am I drinking? With the Catalans sold out, Catalans are out of stock. Sorry. Now I dropped the tack on the floor. That's always a good thing. I love when I step on. I've got this. It literally started raining right now, but it's very, very light. That's the first rain I've heard. Shit. If it gets harder, I'm going to have to close the window. I literally haven't heard any rain at all. Unbelievable. All right, so you want to play semi-Tarash, right? That's what it was. We had an E3. I don't know what to do. I'll just play E3. Did I play this against you before? CD5, 95. I played G3. We had CD5, 95. I don't remember if I played E3. E3 is the classic semi-Tarash. I had this game against yeah, of course you go E4 there. Checkmate 944. We had a little debate about that on the stream. What just happened? You took back with a knight now. Oh no. Oh no, you took back with a knight. Bishop D3 standard, right? Did I play this against you? I can't remember. I have freaking Alzheimer's. You guys hear that there's new research into Alzheimer's? They're thinking like they've been on the wrong track, and that it's like it's basically a Chessibra. There you are. You would know. You probably pay attention to stuff. It looks like it's probably like a kind of immune system disease, and all this stuff they've been trying to treat it with is kind of in the wrong direction. But anyway, all right, enough medical talk. Pawn takes pawn. Those pharmaceutical companies got to sell their drugs that don't do anything. It's a good thing they've been You learned with analog, stereo, Dolby sound system. They've been talking about these plaques that develop in Alzheimer's patients, and that stuff is actually maybe necessary and good, but it's just like it's attacking the wrong thing. Like it starts attacking like healthy brain tissue or something. Did I lose a pawn yet? God, Zenchus, why do you have to play the semi-Taj, man? Bishop c4 is a suggestion of Suba, one of my favorite books that I reference a lot here on the stream, Dynamic Chess Strategy. Well, it's not an earth-shaking book, but it's good, and it influenced me, and it's got a lot of good examples. Normally, you put the bishop on d3, not on c4. Yeah, beta amyloid. I mean, I've been interested in obviously in Alzheimer's since my mom got it, but I'm also interested in case I have it. I feel like my memory has gotten worse. Am I supposed to play 94? Focus. I was supposed to get me a drink. All right, we'll save the beer for next round. Give me a motivation. No, I don't think I'm supposed to play 94 yet. No, the problem is you're threatening knight b6 and a triple attack on d4, actually. That's a very serious thing. Bishop. Damn. Bishop f6, knight e4. Well, with knight e4, I take out one of the attackers. So knight e4 is okay. Knight e4, knight b6, chop, chop. Chop, chop. So maybe I do have to do this. Like, what else am I going to do? All right. So Zenchus is still in his little book. The Zenchus. No! You're driving and texting. No. Hawaii 5-0 is going to pull you over. Yeah, it's tempting to take your little bishop and your dog too. Airplane. Airplane emotes. We don't normally get airplane sounds here. We generally just stick to ambulances. But airplane's fun. The airport's not, it's a little bit outside the city, and I don't hear a lot of airplanes. That one must have been a low flyer. Can you guys hear that? What? What? You took with a pawn. That's extreme. Extreme chess moves have been called. There's just no call for that. That's too extreme, Zenchess. Wow. I mean, I realize that we do that sometimes, but I don't know, dude. It seems a bit much. Bishop h6 is just walking into that, but it's not a problem. It's not a problem. D. What could possibly go wrong for black? In the Panov, a lot of times this rook gets trapped by bishop b5, but it doesn't work here. There's a defense to that. You could get a pawn square. No. No pawn squares, but a short bus. 3 from 3. Oh, no. Another upset, Bijak? Oh. This is the point. He suddenly masters strength when he drinks Palinka. Right. He's trying to imply that that somehow makes his result less sus or something. I think we've heard this before. The thing about that article, it's published by a competitor farm company. Hmm? Well, that's weird. Well, I mean, it all comes down to medical studies, not articles. It should come down to, yeah, the cognoscenti know what's really going on, I guess. I'm just a plebe. Yeah, I just read what the farm companies want me to read. Whatever, like, Martin Shrecky. Whatever Martin Shrecky wants you to read. You remember he was like a chess player or whatever? That guy? That creepy guy? Martin Shrek? Shreckle? The Shreckles. Wonder how many Shreckles he pays. Of course. You know he's in trouble now for selling rights for selling Wu-Tang songs. It's unbelievable, dude. I mean, this guy is he's charged. He's being like sued for another thing that has to do with the rights to Wu-Tang Clan songs. It's unbelievable. How does he go from like farmer to like illegally selling Wu-Tang Clan songs? The same guy, like it's unbelievable, you know? It was just in the news like yesterday. I'm like, what? Somehow he has the I don't know. I don't know. It's really weird. He's in trouble again. Bishop b5. Damn, sent just with the time. Jesus Christ. It was related? How is it related? How is rights to Wu-Tang like connected to Pharma Bro? I guess the bishop on d7 is kind of like okay with me. Billions. Oh man, it's raining. I can't believe it. Where's the weather forecast? Come on with the shit. It got bigger. It like grew. Oh my god. Now it's like everywhere, all over the map. Are you freaking serious? So it's not gonna clear up until like my stream ends. Bishop c6. I'm talking about Martin Shrecky and getting distracted while Zenchess plays 5-0 against me. I don't think this is an easy position for Black to play so fast. I don't know how he's playing it so fast. But I have an expression for that. We have a plan for that. I can't believe you didn't go b5 with the greedy like bishop trap attempt. But kudos to Zenchess for playing a more principled style move. Bishop's just stopping rook c8. I guess that's good. Unbelievable. Bishop f1 seems lame. Alright. Are you threatening me? Yeah, don't. Just pull over on the side of the road. Jesse, bro. I hope there's a, side of the road there for you to pull over on while you talk to us about Martin Schreckle, the chess streamer extraordinaire. Creepy people are just creepy people. My God. George Santos. That guy. Knight f4. Wow, that's some passive. The passive bro. Passive bro. Are you threatening me? Bishop is trapped. 5 minutes to 2. I have the Jolly Joker on h6. He doesn't even care. He has redundant knights. His king side is somewhat weakened, but it doesn't matter because I don't have a way to exploit it yet. Rooks are both on half open files. All my pieces are developed sensibly. He's devolving back to b7. Didn't like his bishop under attack. All right. I could play g3. No risk involved there whatsoever. All right. Yeah, that's good. Enjoy your d5 square. Now I need a way to operate here. Enjoy the d5 square. No, not going to stay there. Don't blame you. He has another plan. Zinch just got the hardcore playing for time thing, but I don't think it's like intentional. It's just his pace, He plays that fast. But I wonder, does he only play one time? Does he only play like one time limit? I don't like b5. That's the kind of move that like Kasparov gets a question mark for. Or like one of Karpov's opponents. Giving up the square looks like a very bad idea. There was absolutely no reason to play b5, and I don't understand why he did it. It looked like knight e7, either knight to e7 to f5 made tons of sense. You're home. Well, that was quick. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing on the queen side. Oh no, there's all kinds of crazy tactics here. Oof. Well, some crazy tactics. Black's gone completely wrong. I mean, I think he had a really good position there for a moment. From momentito. One momentito. Keep it simple. Now Black is in serious danger. Will Robinson. One of his assets he was forced to forfeit. One of a kind Wu-Tang Clan album.
and it was auctioned off. He couldn't retain and even sell his own copies. That's crazy. But it's a one of a kind. So he owned a one of a kind Wu-Tang Clan album? Literally? He surrendered it as ordered. It was auctioned off. Someone else owns it then. He argued there's no clause he couldn't retain and even sell it. That's crazy. Doesn't even make sense. Doesn't sound like he's got rights to that. Now I understand though. Thanks for clearing that up. Thanks for clearing that up, sir. I was gonna play Queen H5, but I think it's all smoke and mirrors, and it doesn't do anything. And like driving that knight off of G6 with H5 is much more effective. So now we understand the relationship between Wu-Tang Clan and Martin Schreckel. Trekkie. Important stuff. Knight F8. Knight F8 is great. Knight F8 is great. Gives me chocolate cake. Knight F8. Zen chess. The adventure on the queen side was very misguided. You had a very good position. Billions. Fake gloves. All right, billions and billions served. Man, Zen chess. Um, 3 games still ongoing. I think he's got a good position, you know. Where did we leave book? There's a game here. Wow. Wow. So A3 isn't right. I'm supposed to play rook E1. Aha. Anyway, another request to join the team. Ninja Goo. Accepted. All right, guys, let's see who's still playing here. Ooh. Uber driver. What is that? A Caro Khan? Is that a Caro Khan? It is not. It's a Scandinavian. Wow. Sleazy Uber driver playing Scandinavian. Against solid. I'm betting on the draw, man. I mean, we're talking about Uber driver and how much he loves draws. And that he's more of a sleazy blitz player than Morales. I think with C4 Morales is playing for the loss, though. I think you're trying to lose with that move. That's a really bad move. I think that C4 is kind of insane. Morales should be consolidating his ass there, not playing C4. C4 is nuts. Maybe rook A2 or something. Rook H2. C4 is crazy. I mean, you've got a lot of weaknesses after C4. You're lucky that Uber driver played passively there with A6. He's got the draw. He's got the draw in the bag. His goal is like draw. He'll take a win if he has to, you know. Most people are like playing for the win, but they'll take a draw if they have to. Uber driver's like the opposite, you know. His goal is a draw, but he will take the draw if you force him. I mean, take the win if you force him. Only if you force him. I mean, Morales is a good player, but he's not a blitz player, and and he does tend to kind of panic in time pressure. Uber Driver has a lot of experience, and all kidding aside, like he got close to master. He's probably gotten pretty close to master level. He, if he wasn't so sleazy and hadn't taken a lot of time off from playing in his midlife, I think he probably would have made it to 2200. He should have been a contender. He should have been able to make it to 2200. He's a should have been. But you got to understand that Uber has a lot of experience, OTV, and online, obviously. Now it's still a draw. See, he never let the draw get out of his grasp, Uber Driver. Somebody offer draw. I can't watch this anymore. 3 games still ongoing. You ruined Chess Riddler. Oh, it's over. What happened? What happened to crazies? Chess Riddler. Chess Riddler got checkmated. Was that a Sveshnikov? Mora Gambit? Oh, wow. Chess Riddler did not play the Mora Gambit. And he played the Rosalimo. And, oh my god. Rune played A6. Oh my god, A6. There's a game in Nesmedina's best games where like Leonid Shamkovich played that. I had to do a double take. A6 is really unbelievable. But look at this. There's some people who did this. Kojo played it. Wow. Kojo played it a couple times. That's pretty hardcore. All right. Congratulations to Jeroen on the win. We've got a moderator besides me. And Uber drivers, they're still playing. That's no, it's over. Draw. Uber driver achieved his goal. All right, guys, 2 minutes. I gotta get a beer. I'm gonna get me a beer. And nobody ever gets my Elizabeth Warren joke. Hey, Uber driver, are you watching the stream? I thought of you today when I saw this quote. 2,500 people living in the town of Bedrock, and I end up with this pebble brain as my neighbor. Wonder who said that? Uber driver would know. Should know. Right up his alley, so to speak. He's not in the chat, it looks like, though. Oh, he lost. What? He didn't lose. It was a draw. Sack draw. What do you mean? Sack draw. Sorry you lost that. No, he didn't lose. He drew. He should have lost after C4. Does Twitch freak out if you drink on stream? You should have a drinking stream. Just free to be yourself. As long as you're not doing anything illegal. As long as it's not illegal where you're doing it. All right. So you're playing. Join the game. Oh no. Yeah.
Yeah, people are always drinking on my stream.
I should call. I should call like the French government or something. Get them to crack down. Um. When they said the Telegram founder had 100 biological children, I was like, oh my god. Then it turns out they're like, he donated sperm. I mean, that's not the same, dude. Elon Musk has like 20, really has 20 children of his own or whatever. Sperm donations, that doesn't count as your biological children. You're not even close. You're not even close to Elon Musk. Chess Zebra has subscribed. All right. We got to play the Benoni. I can't play the Nimzo for a win. It's just lightly raining. They call it thunderstorms. It's like a drizzle. I don't even know how to play the Benoni. Not really. I'm a fake Benoni player. I'm a King's Indian player who can fake playing the Benoni. You sub because I want in on the games. You don't have to be a subscriber to play. I thought you subbed because you love my content. And I'm your chess hero. Now it turns out it's not even true. H3 total chess hero. When I was a kid, I used to think that hero was gyros. Yeah, I have no idea how to pronounce Greek. I didn't even know that I lived in South Jersey. I mean, we didn't really do gyros. Gyrocopter. The kid is a jukebox. What? Jukebox hero. Oh, that's like juice box hero. We have a follower, juice box. Oh no, we have to play this? You don't have to. It's probably not the best idea, objectively. This line can lead to a lot of simplification. It might be Black's best move. Last time he messed up really bad. Now he'll probably remember. Or he'll look it up. By the way, no using the Opening Explorer. I've been suspecting people lately of using Opening Explorer against me. I'm sure a lot of that goes on. And a lot of people are like, there's people out there who are like, it's not really cheating if I use the Opening Explorer. It's not the same. Yeah, sure. Schumacher messes up brutally when it's just a random game, but when it's the Pawnda end of summer Swiss, fire up the Opening Explorer. What do you mean oof? Oof, like on the board? This is main line. No. We're in like the main line. This is all theory. It's lost except the fact that it's not lost. That's like the beginning of the variation. Yeah. He's not using Opening Explorer. He just remembered it from last game. Zebras can't count. They're really good with colors. Numbers, not so much. There's the two moves there, like knight e5 and knight b6. Yeah, he just happens to know all this because I told him last time. The sus thing is that he remembered it, you know. Black has some wins in this line. This is Gashimov's thing, you know. Was it should be called the Gashimov variation, but to be fair, it was invented before he was a GM, probably. Okay, I don't recall Queen f3 being a move. You're supposed to take my bishop, bro. He loves to say bro. Serbians love saying bro. But you didn't know that. It's like one of those Queen F1 back rank games. Wouldn't that be sweet? But I mean, I'm a little bit concerned. Should I be concerned? Why? You didn't get my bishop. I can always like sack the exchange. I mean, down the exchange instead of a pawn. Do you mind if I have your b2 pawn? So I think he was out of book. Here. And he didn't know he's supposed to just like take my bishop on c8. I mean, that's as much as I know. And the statistics are lots of draws. Rook e1. So what the bleep is going on here? As we say. He's got the engine on, do you think? Not the Opening Explorer? By the way, like who did he just beat it everyone? He beat it everyone. So check it out. 11 bullet games. He was 4-7 playing bullet today. 4-7. Then suddenly he's just like killing it in rapid. Not suspicious at all, right? He beat a 2283, a 2201, and a 2193. Boom, boom, boom. Nothing suspicious about that. After being 4-7 in bullet games. Interesting. So what do I do? There's like bishop g5 potentially. Knight takes c5 is the threat. Does feel scary. Bishop f5, knight takes c5. Can I sack the pawn? I mean, what do I get for it? You know, take. Bishop f5, knight c5, queen d6. Let's say he defends the knight. Let's see, I could just lose my c5 pawn. Maybe rook c8. I guess. I don't really have a better idea. Rook c8. b5 is text speak. Nikul. I hate texting. You know those people? It's so sick, man. The people who text real fast. That's perverse. That's so perverse. There's people who can just like text like a million words a second. Like, oh my god. Something sick about that. His knight is knowing you think. Well, I find it very interesting that I've never seen anyone keep the knight, and now he's like Mr. Knight. If that turns out to be like some kind of novelty engine move or something, I'm gonna have him investigated. Now, my thinking about this situation was like I'd like to take the pawn on b2, but also honestly I have to really seriously consider being willing to give up an exchange or something. So you can go back to d6 now, like I don't know, bishop f5, knight back to d6. What are we doing here? Bishop takes b2. Bishop f5. Knight back to d6. And then what do I do? Take the pawn on b2. That's interesting. Maybe. Let's go bishop f5. Also thinking about like allowing him to take on f5. Yeah, he instantly goes back. It's all been calculated in advance. Now I can take on b2. What's wrong with taking on b2 now? The important thing is that, well, I didn't want him like ganged up on f6 with all of his pieces. Yeah, bishop, you know, wow, grabs that. Doesn't want the exchange. Doesn't care about the exchange. Grabs the double pawns. Triple exclam. Engine number one move. Survey says He's spending a suspicious amount of time on this move. You like black better? Rook b1. What? That move I did not expect. I don't want to screw around here. So we have even material. My king, you see, that's the move I was afraid he would play last move. I thought it was stronger last move. Blokadovich. There's no way you can calculate this precisely. Let's say. This move is probably a mistake. I mean, I thought blockading the pawn made sense, but it maybe wasn't the best way. Although, how many ways do I have to blockade? I could have played what? What else? Queen g3. That's like a really kind of cheapo move. He has 15,000 blitz games and he's rated 1972. 1,600 rapid games, he's rated 2040. What about my pawns? What's this? Rook e3. I can take on a2. He takes on b5. Is that the point? What's he actually threatening here? What does rook e3 do? He has like a queen sack or something? Queen takes g7 check. I'm just going to start pushing my pawns and try to distract him. Obviously, I could have taken on a2. The c pawn. What's this? What? Where are you going? Oh, I see. That's where he's going. Timed that perfectly. Wow. Wow. All right, I have to play f6 now. Horrible. Horrible but forced. Oh, and he has that. Wow, what a coincidence. He has that too. Wow. Beats me easily. He beats everyone. Interesting. Look at his score against me before this game. I mean, seriously? Damn it, I didn't see I hang the exchange. Now we're gonna see like perfect technique. Uh-huh. He does this seemingly a lot, dude. Every time we have a tournament, this is not the first time he had some kind of incredible result in one of the tournaments. It's like he can do it. He can do it on command. It's not his lucky day. He does this all the time. Bishop e7. I thought it was like equal, but I just dropped the exchange to bishop b4. I mean, he's just lucky, or he saw that all in advance. The whole tactic was almost perfect. To see all that. Oh no. I have rook takes a2. Yeah. I probably shouldn't even do this. It's actually interesting. His king is very far away from the action here. He missed rook a5. What if I could get my pawn to b2? No draw. No draw. Obviously. Bye. See you later, Antonio. Thanks for playing. He's even declining draws. Hmm.
Doesn't look easy for white to win. I think there's chances for white to lose now. Hmm. Bishop cube. It's a big pawn. The Benoni bishop. The Jolly Joker. You don't want that pawn. Hmm. No. All right. I would have been happy with a draw. I don't deserve to win. You know, I don't even deserve a draw. I was totally outplayed. I tried to offer you the proverbial like sensible way out, but you didn't want my draw. All right, puzzler. Puzzler, is that a relative of the Riddler? As Arthur Bisguyer said, pays your money and he takes your choice. Um, yeah, oops. I just closed out my window. Sorry about that. We'll be right back. I hope. I hope. Gosh, guys, am I back? Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to win. You know, I didn't feel I deserved to win. I offered a draw. I thought it might be a draw. It's not easy. He didn't want it, and he tried too hard and lost. Um,
That's the way it goes. You missed a clear win of a pawn with rook a5 instead of rook b2. That's the only thing I saw for sure, but I'm sure there's other ways you could have won. I mean, the whole game was messy. This is the first time I've ever played that line, really. I don't know the theory, and I know what I never saw anyone not take the bishop on c8. I'm completely out of book. You know, when you don't take my bishop on c8, it's a technical position. You're supposed to take the bishop on c8. You're up a pawn in an endgame. What the heck is knight? What the heck is not taking my bishop on c8? That's what you're supposed to do. There was 20 years ago there was an article about that endgame in New In Chess. I didn't really study it because I don't think it's gonna happen. But all right, Jeroen, how many points are you on? Your bishop is trash, and his knight seemed like a beast. Chess zebra. My bishop is trash. Trash. Come now, my friend. My bishop is trash. That bishop has destroyed a lot of white kings. We rush to judgment. Yoda say, don't judge bishops so harshly, young Jedi. Yeah, we can analyze that. For Thursday would be ideal, Jack. I can put it in the study for Thursday. Last time, remember, you messed up the opening, and I guess you at least remembered until the ending there. But I'm very curious to know if that's a new idea, what you did there, not taking the guy on c8. Is that a real thing? Okay, put it in study and study. Just one time. I won't put two. I'll put two. I'll put one copy. Okay, I can put two if you really want. Funny, huh? Steak tartare. Oh, Jesse, bro. There's this yeah, steak tartare. I never eat steak tartare, although I love beef. I love beef. Beef is like my passion. But I'm afraid it's like worse than sushi. I'm afraid it's gonna be like not safe to eat it. It's silly. But still, if you eat beefsteak tartare, like you need to know, like it's been prepared in a yeah. Anyway, there was this guy who was like he would bring steak tartare to our poker game. And I was skeptical. I'm not really like, I want steak tartare to be prepared by a professional. Um, if I ever eat beefsteak tartare, it's gonna be like in the best restaurant. I'm not ordering beefsteak tartare in the Hilton Hotel or something like that. I always get like really bad food poisoning from hotels. But the random guy preparing beefsteak tartare for the local poker game. No, I don't think so. I'm cool. Um, but it's tempting, you know. It's really tempting. I've seen people. The famous episode though of Mr. Bean. You guys know that Mr. Bean goes to this like Hungarian restaurant, and he's like, "Oh, steak, yeah," and then they bring him beefsteak tartare, and there's this pile of ground beef on his like raw, ground beef on his plate. That's a classic. A little out of date, I'm not really up to date, but anyway. Look, the Olympiad is in September. I have a lot of friends that are going to be here, and they're going to be like, "Oh, can you take me to a Hungarian restaurant? An authentic, you know." Everybody thinks I'm like the tour guide. I have all these like friends that I haven't seen in 20 years who are suddenly my best friend. You know, I'm like Mr. Tour Guide. I get it. I get it. They want me to be Mr. Tour Guide. They're just coming out of the woodwork, for the Chess Olympiad. Um, and I'm thinking like, okay, now I never go out to eat, and I know some good places, but since I can't afford it, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of like trendy new restaurants. I don't know the trendy new places. There was this one traditional restaurant called Gundal. What's the basic food type? Well, rich Eastern European, um, hearty Eastern European fare, Central European fare. Yuruin has this down to like some kind of system here. We had a game almost identical to this. I kind of forgot about it, but my bishop is trash. Would you like to take that outside? Chess Zebra? Now, if this bishop you refer to as trash, I might be okay with that, you know. But the other one in the Benoni, it's the Benoni. It has diagonals everywhere. Like everything's open. Why is it trash? It's on the back rank, but still, it has lots of scope. This one really is trash. It has B5. Petrosian says put bishop on B5. Actually, Capablanca was really big with that, right? I'm a little concerned about the time factor here of bishop B5. I don't need that bishop to be great again. Just saying. This also defends F7. He has Queen H5. I've been around before. I've been around before. Another interesting move for me there would be like Queen F6. This is kind of like a hybrid stonewall attack. Um, yeah, I mean it's closely related to the stonewall attack. Yeah, my pawns. Yeah, I don't need to play bishop E5. I mean, I'm fine with him taking my bishop. It's fine. I'm not concerned about him taking my bishop. I am concerned about F7 getting attacked by Queen H5. And so another possibility here, which is common in certain openings like the Verisov, is Queen F6. I could play maybe Queen F6, Queen G7, something like that. How do I? I'll have to move my king. It's kind of awkward. I can't remember what I did last time. I had a really good game against him last time. Now he has redundancy. Redundant. Your knights are redundant. The redundancy hotel. That's a redundancy. Bishop G7 takes on C5. What's wrong with Bishop G7? Actually, guys, if you're interested in buying a major hotel, the Budapest Marriott is up for sale. It's the first, I guess, major post-war, like post-war Budapest hotel, commercial hotel. It's at the Chain Bridge, I think. One of the most iconic hotels. They said some Czech billionaire is gonna buy it probably. He already has something like 300 hotels in his portfolio. The Hungarians won't be happy, like Orban won't be happy, the Czech billionaire buying another Hungarian hotel. Stay in the family. Beef steak tartare. Anyway, I was just thinking about hotels and people coming for the Olympiad. Art Vega will be here. Isn't that cool? Art Vega will play for, as far as I know, he'll play for Pakistan. And I have other friends, a number of people playing in the Chess Olympiad or visiting. It's kind of cool. Next month, coming up soon, actually, in just a little over 2 weeks. Yeah, the mustache man is getting to play for the Pakistan Olympic team. He's a nice guy. I mean, I really like his stream and the way he loves chess. I don't say that about many other streamers, but I think I recognize something from myself in him. He's not as strong as me and not a title player, but he has the same kind of love for chess that I do, and that's what really matters. All right. Check. I could have played b5, but I didn't feel like weakening myself. Would you like an endgame? Queen and knight combo. Queen and knight combo is superior. Ooh. Yeah, but I mean, my pawns. Somebody mentioned my pawns. Somebody talked about, who was that guy? That masked man. Someone talked about my pawns controlling the white squares. Who was that? Pawns, white squares. You figure it would be like someone called Zebra, right? Yeah, exactly. The zebra guy identifies the difference between the color complexes. It would take zebra guy to recognize how important this is. Of course. We need a little help from the queen. You got my joke. Stripey. The chess zebra. Now I'm going to castle queenside, obviously, to use the open G file for attack. Notice how Jeroen doesn't castle. What's that about? What's that about? Nobody's castling around here. I thought he was going to try to prevent me from castling. I can always play bishop f8 as well. No. a4 is an interesting move. He's clamping. Nurse. Oh no. I have e5. Wait, is that allowed? Yeah, e5 is very risky. It would make my pawn structure rickety again. Exactly. Yeah, I want to play e5 when it's least expected. E5 is a surprise. Would be a surprise for later, but I wouldn't be surprised to see Jeroen play F4. He loves the Dutch. He loves the stone wall. He loves the birds opening. So it's not going to take much to get him to play F4. You really don't have to twist his arm to play the move F4. I know, Chessiever said two things in a row that were correct. You blew my mind there, I have to admit. That is pretty shocking. No, but all jokes aside, he's trying to play G4. This is not cool. G4. How dare you? No, you're gonna leave your king in the center forever here, and then that's fine. I'm thinking about sacking a pawn. Maybe this is too dangerous now. Damn. Now I might be like committed. G4. Grandmaster style pawn move. I'm committed. This was, look, I don't know if it works, but this was the plan. I'm going to stick with my guns. I don't know who's better here, though, to be fair. What? He freaked out. You gotta take. You gotta take. I mean, take, and it's unclear. Am I going to give up my bishop? I think you gotta take. Knight e2 is a passive reaction. Now, not to say like white's lost, but definitely a concession. And he made that kind of quickly, that decision rather quickly. Hello, friend. You win the car if you get 3 in a row. Three in a row? How's anybody get 3 in a row here? Three in a row what? You mean like 3 in a row like triple pawns? Oh, 3 correct statements in a row. I was thinking you guys were talking about pawns. Yeah, I mean, Jesse Bro set a personal best. Yeah, you're sounding like a master all of a sudden. It's like, yeah. Yeah, exactly. I don't even have to like say anything. Like Jesse Bro's there just saying it before I can even think it. It's pretty good. I like that. It's easier that way. So he's back again. He's back again. It's no problem. It's a little drafty, right? How's the breeze over there? Where did you say you were castling again? Breezy in here. I don't know. He can castle queenside. The London system, guys. I just took the pressure off A4. So he could literally castle queenside now. Does that look like a safe thing to do? Now answer me honestly. I was kind of, yeah. Oh, king D2. For the moment,
For the moment, white remains safe. Does tripling my pieces on the C file do something? Because I don't know, F5. F5's not really flying here. I mean, bishop takes d4, c takes. Which way does he recapture? I'm gonna take it. I just take it. Take it. Screw it. What is my bishop doing? Why is my bishop better than that knight? Anyway, my king is safe enough. Your king is in the middle of the board. Let's do it. And now, bam. Bam, bam. My big plan is a violent assault against the white king. You know it. Check. Check is interesting. Check is interesting. Check might just simply be good, but I don't think I can finish him off without this. I think e5 is gonna be prerequisite. You cannot kill this white king without breaking down its center, and e5 is paramount. This I can check him and do whatever you want, but I'm gonna need to break his d4 pawn. Maybe there's a way to win without playing e5. This looks really good. Your B was it was a good bishop, and he did his job. He sacrificed himself like Mr. Spock. The needs of the many outweighed the needs of the few. So the bishop sacrificed himself on d4. And now this pawn sacrifices itself to open the floodgates. But the other pawn, this is the big question now. Do I have to take the time to play queen takes e5? Or can I just hammer him right away? This is the big decision. D4 right away or queen takes e5. It sort of feels similar. There's also a really nice kind of, I like d4. I mean, he's just totally naked and afraid. The white king is naked and afraid. Isn't that like a reality show or something? Naked and afraid. Yeah, I figured you would try something like that. But ultimately, can you really survive here? Can the white king, can you possibly imagine a world where the white king lives here? Yeah, he's just totally freaked out. I guess king c2 was the only realistic try there. Naked and afraid. Oof. Analysis sport. Quick. Last round coming up. Let's see. Wow.
B5. It wanted me to play B5. B5. Who has time for B5? Wow. D4 is good. But B5, that's just ridiculous, man. And B5. I played E5, D4, and now B5. Get out of here with the B5. Computer, B5. That's just too much. Come on with the B5. Minority attack. Are you serious? I need B5? Good game, guys. That was very instructive. It's all about king safety at the end of the day. Number one, the number one factors in chess are not material and development, but king safety and control of the center. King safety, number one. Uh-oh, Bijak is gone. Oh no. He lost to Uber driver. Rip. I'm gonna have to play Uber driver now? Oh, come on. Oh no, not Uber driver. I've got the tournament though. Bijak, good tries today. Masturbate on the board with 2 wins. And Richard's in the top 10 with 2 points as well. One of you guys will get to play Chess Riddler in the last round. All right. There was a guy who asked a lot of questions. He might or might not be 12 years old. But I'm going to welcome the questions. I'm happy to answer your questions. All right, let's do it. Did I play that game without my glasses on? 1 beer and I'm drunk. It's 100 degrees in here. Chess Zebra. These are not real glasses. But it's much better with the window open. Window open or window closed? Sparkle Horse, 5 points. Uber Driver, 3.5. Sexec Draw, 3.5. Those guys are big rivals. Who's missing today? Wait, what happened to... We lost somebody. Zen Chess. Zen Chess didn't play. There he is, he did. Zen Chess left. Oh no. He won and then he lost. When he lost against me, he left. He just plays to play me and then he leaves. Your twins are 11 years old. Can I eat pizza bites and cereal 3 minutes before dinner starts? When they're like 14 years old, they're like, can I eat like pizza 5 minutes before bed? I love the 12 years old. Who's the best player you ever beat? See if we try something new here. Do you like the woodpecker method? What do you think about the woodpecker method? Boring. Why did you have to play c5? I wanted you to play e5. I hate the woodpecker method, and I hate memorizing things and doing things monotonously. And viral books that are overrated. I'm surprised they haven't turned it into a television show yet. The woodpecker method. It's like it'll be like the Queen's Gambit. That's kind of like a legit question. Are you crazy, man? I should have something like totally off the wall here for homie. A3. All I know is like you're supposed to play E5. There was one, the Woodpecker book, just a very good book of tactics. These woodpeckers used to peck on the metal plating on my at our house on the chimney. There was like this sheeting, metal sheeting around. What do you call it? Flashing around the. That was really annoying. These like stupid woodpeckers are like pecking on metal, like literally like idiots. And they made a huge noise doing it. Like you can't tell the difference between wood and metal. Are you serious? You're a woodpecker? What kind of moronic woodpecker can't tell the difference between wood and metal? You know? Easy ratings gains. It was a really bad book, dude. I mean, you might as well like go to the used bookstore and pick up some books from the 90s on video poker or something. Or those out of date like video game books. Like the latest guide to Ultima Online. Yeah, I mean, you're talking about a totally different era, and second of all, like it was debatable even then. I mean, Michael de la Maza wasn't a strong player, and it was a it was sort of like a that guy was from Massachusetts, by the way. I mean, I lived there. Yeah. Um. All right, knight d5, bishop d2. But yeah, people just get all excited, and I hate chessable. I didn't like chessable in the first place. It's like kind of like Twitter. Like I hated it in the first place, but then Elon Musk bought it. Like I didn't like chessable in the first place, and then chess.com bought it. You know, so I have friends who are like, you should make chessable courses. Yeah, maybe. Well, I'm not big on the bandwagon thing. I'd rather just like make my own courses and I'll probably do that at some point. Nothing. I mean, the only thing that's great about Chessable is their marketing. Oh, I mean, and it's not gonna get better. I mean, it's sensational marketing. But what's up with Queen G4 now? It's never too late. Did we have the exact same game once? All right. You got the Zen chess thing going on, Uber driver. I don't like memorizing stuff, and I always thought it was fucking stupid. Like in high school, they made us memorize like part of Shakespeare and like some preamble to the Constitution. I couldn't think of like a worse way to teach. Like to waste. I literally can't imagine a worse waste of time. You know, to make like high school students memorize the fucking preamble to the Constitution. Not because it was like particularly hard for me. I think I was very average with doing that. I could do it, but it's like, and then you forget it like a month later. So what's the fucking point? You know, it's literally a complete waste of time. You're not learning anything. Why did I waste all this time memorizing the preamble of the Constitution? It's just moronic. So Same thing with chess. It's probably worse with chess. All right, I'm getting distracted. No, I just think I value creativity way too much to buy into the chessable thing. But slowly it's becoming more than that. You know, it's just becoming like it's gonna become like the chess video site, you know. They're just kind of gonna try to monopolize multimedia chess content of every kind. Um, Basically, I saw Chess Forward. They they sent me something at one point to ask me to try it out or whatever, and I thought about it, but I'm lazy. You know, I'm old and lazy, and I don't like to try new things. Like Uber Driver, a lot like Uber Driver, but not as bad. So no, Chess Forward, yeah, I liked them, and that was fine. I was almost tempted to like take up their offer, and I like that it's not run by chess.com. Though, all right. Anyway, time. Yeah, I mean the Chess Forward. It's a reasonable concept. Anyway, um, but it's like Chessable is just kind of like the new chess base. Basically, that's all it is. They're just like the multimedia. They're trying to control the multimedia of chess, the commercialization of chess multimedia. I mean, the whole Chessable memorization, you know, thing is all just some shtick. It's not the point. The point is to make money, and they're gonna dominate the market. All right, what do I? Why is he? How is he so? Because he's not talking about Chessable. Knight f3, Queen g3, Knight takes c6. My king is still in the center. I have more space. Eight, Knight takes c6. Maybe I castle. Hmm. Who's king in the center now, bro? Good time management, Uber driver. I'm out of book here. I mean, I didn't play the main line. The main line would be like Queen g4 right away, I think. Although Bishop d2. But probably Bishop d2 is a main line as well. And this isn't so common. Let's see. Knight takes c3. No, I mean, I guess this is right, actually. I had this weird game where Darko Dmitrievich played Bishop a5 against me once. I was like, what the? He's like a 2300 player. Or I beat him easily. It seemed really strange to go Bishop a5. So I guess this is actually normal. But black, no, it's not. No, this isn't not what I'm thinking of a different position. So, e5, knight d5. So I'm supposed to play queen g4 usually. Yeah, I guess queen g4 castles. That's the main line. Queen g4 castles. Bishop h6, g6. Bishop takes f8. That's still not making sense. I don't know. You guys, whatever. I'm confused, but it's similar. All right. Black played a6. I don't understand. What's a6? Just a quick move that you could just throw out there. Why a6? Why are you playing a6? What does a6 do? I'm just trying to consolidate what little control I have of the position. So you think that's your third correct statement? Bishop a5 keeping pressure on the c3 pawn that's completely protected and not under attack at all. You're really desperately trying to get that third correct statement in there. A little too hard. You're a try hard. Thing about chess, it's a not-for-profit enterprise. Well, fundamentally. Look at the Republican Party. You would never know it was a not-for-profit enterprise. And why would the My Pillow guy be involved? I mean, if the Republican Party was not for profit. I'm getting a really weird feeling like Uber Driver is gonna not castle kingside, but he's certainly gonna play. He's certainly gonna play for time. He's terrified to castle kingside. Why? He's playing the French defense. All right. I can guess his next move. Wait, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm not going to tell you. But I swear to God, I'll be honest about it. If I guessed it, I'm guessing his next move. I guessed his next move. See if I'm right. Marcus 9 Twitch. Let's see if I successfully guess his next move. I just can't tell you guys. And then he'll see it and play it or something, or change his move. I can't reveal my guess. Mr. Coffee, you made it. Well, now we got 2 moderators, 3 with me. Hiroon's here, I'm here. Nedog is out. It's like student. There it is. I got it. I knew it was Bishop D7. I knew it. Absolutely. 100% Bishop D7. Yeah. I knew you were going to play that. Of course you are. It was so obvious, too. I don't want any unexpected surprises on the dark square diagonal. I got it. No. You have to follow the game, Mr. Coffee. You have to follow the game. I expected Bishop D7. He wants to castle queenside. Told you. I mean, truthfully, I don't think there's any safe place for him to castle. There's no safe haven for Uber driver, unfortunately. All right. Well, but he does have a time advantage, which is that's always his number one thing. He's really big on playing for time, and it's disappointing. But it's very difficult to treat these kind of addictions. Chessables. And I hate the name Chessable. And I just want to go on record as saying that it sounds fucking stupid. Okay. It's the elephant in the room, right? Does anyone else think that, but they're afraid to say it? Don't be afraid. Just admit that Chessable sounds stupid. It's like a Lunchable, you know. That sounds stupid, dude. Exactly. Exactly. It's like an Oscar Mayer Lunchable. It sounds stupid. Come on. You know. And it was early on they made that name. Cheese.com, they should have remarketed it, but now it's like too built in. They're tied to that awful name now. Chessable. It absolutely sounds dumb. Like a 12-year-old made it up. The first thing they thought of. It's because of Audible, obviously, right? They literally copied, Amazon Audible. Very deep. It's like, yeah, Audibles are like ebooks that you listen to, you know. Chessable. That sounds dumb. Audible's not too bad. Oh no. I'm an out of control teenager. Your king is not safe anywhere, sir. That's a slicey. Connect 3. Well, your options are limited. Nothing can possibly go wrong here. What? Wow. He can do that? I smell the blood of Uber driver. Rook F8. Look at my pieces. Mate in the middle of the board. We're gonna spill some blood here. With Rook F8 signing off from Uberland. I was really disappointed that he played the Sicilian, honestly. Now maybe B5. He's suddenly using his time. I don't know why. I wonder why. His king's getting a little drafty there. And the rooks aren't helping too much. Oops, I hung my e-pawn. But it was a ballsy move to play the bishop e4, pin variation. Overdrive should have played e4, e5. And then it would have been an interesting game. I'm really sorry that he didn't stick to his guns, Every single one of White's pieces is like maxed out here. Pawn takes pawn. I mean, my rook on f1, okay, it could be a little bit better. But it's still playing. Maybe the d file would be even better. Bishop there. Good try. Oh, he pre-moved. Oh no, pre-move. Pre-move this. Wow, dude, this is sick. This is perverse. I'm gonna lose on time. You want some company? Is your queen, is your king a little lonely? Maybe you want to have like a little visitation. He was visited. He's been visited. We should take visitation rights. Oof. All right. Rip. Rip. 26-15. Grandmaster Norm. My first GM Norm. 26-15. Sack draw with 24-22. Getting close to I am there. In second place. Third place goes to Uber Driver with the candidate Master Norm 22-20. No. Uber Driver's looking for his NM title at 22-20. All right, we had a shaky tournament. I was lost against, as always. It's always shaky. I was lost against Schumacher. Poor Schumacher. He lost to me and broke his heart, and he lost the next game against Uber Duber Driver. And he left. Schumacher really. Hi, have you ever heard of what? Leela Night Odds? Oh, you're working on a special night version. Bought Leela Night Odds. I kind of gave up playing computers like 20 years ago when they started beating the shit out of me. And it ceased to be interesting. I find it that's I respect what you do, and I think that as a computer programmer or whatever, it's really cool, but as a player, playing computers was helpful to me at one point, but I reached the point where it actually, the problem is that it, even if they're like giving odds or whatever, it's still the same thing. I don't want to play computers because it alters my style. When I play against computers, it starts to affect the way that I play. So I just swore off like playing engines at all, basically. Maybe for like an exhibition or something if I was to get like paid or something. All right. So we won 6-0 undeservedly. Sack draw with 4.5. Uber Driver 3.5 tied with Stefano with a good result. Wow. Stefano up to 2100 and scoring 3.5. Schumacher out with 3. Jeroen got 3. Good job. Chess Riddler with 3. Deep Blue 2.5. And this new player we had here, Ackerman, scoring 2.
Astrobate making the final top 10. The top 10 on the radio. Astrobate with 2 points, reaching the top 10. Thank you guys for playing tonight. And next stream will be Thursday. And I want to add my game with Schumacher. I promised him we'll put it in for Thursday's stream. Here we go. All right. So look at that iceberg. The iceberg that sank the Titanic. I actually played a good game with 1 blunder. That will be fun to analyze. All right. Relatively good game with 1 blunder. Okay, studies I contribute to. Do. No. Is that right? That's right. All right. So see you guys on Thursday. Nice job, man. Nice job, Astrobate. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you guys for your support. We'll see you for the Thursday subscriber stream and analysis. So I like to give back to the peoples by analyzing their games on Thursdays. It's been brutally hot here, guys. So I've been kind of reduced output, like no streams every day and kind of suffering. But we'll get back to a normal pace. Thanks everybody for tuning in, and I'll see you on Thursday night. Bye bye. Mr. Coffee, Astrobate. See you guys later.